رايز اند شاين جود مورنينج. واليوم بنبلش بريحة قهوة. ما رحنا على كافيه، رح نفوت على المعمل دغري. روستينج وير هاوس كوفي سبيشالست كوفي. هير وي ستارت. اف عندهم بناية هون وبناية هون، 3 سيارات هون 3 سيارات هونيك. شغلة كبيرة، فكرت محمصة زغطورة. اوكي نرجع نبلش بالمبنى الكبير.
Wow. Hello everyone, my name is George Paraskevopoulos. This is Roasting Warehouse, welcome. What we do here is we roast beans. We source beans and we roast beans. As you can have a look around, we import our own beans in 1-ton sacks from the various countries, Nicaragua, Colombia, Honduras, Brazil, India, and all we do is we mix the beans as cooking, as a recipe to create a particular result as such. We're only a new company. We're 4 years old. My partner is Ali Aziz. He's situated in Perth. So we're a national company now, and we send our roasted beans all over Australia. So basically the process starts with us importing these 1-ton beans. The process is we pick up a pallet of beans, a ton of beans, we drop it into this hopper and it gets drawn into the nominated silo. As you can see, all the silos are labelled from the countries they come from. What you're seeing here is green beans, okay? What you see in a cafe is a roasted product, a finished product. So as I said, everything we do here is automated. Once they're in this silo, it gets drawn in, computers, brand new machinery into the hopper, 120 kilos at a time, and we roast it. So this is our 120 kilo roaster and our 60 kilo roaster. This is our oven. So from the hopper it gets dropped into the oven for about 15 minutes at about 250 degrees. Once the beans are completed and roasted to our recipe, they get dropped into this bay over here and they get cooled down immediately. It's like cooking something when you want it medium rare or well done. Well, when we want it medium rare, we want the process of cooking to actually to finish more than anything else. And from here, we extract them. So once the roasting process finishes and the cooling process, we extract them 1 kilo at a time. And we move them across to the packing machine. This is one of our blends, which is called El Presidente. It's a medium roast, right? But more importantly, our girl, which we're very, very much in love with her. Her name is Zoya. Zoya represents an Ethiopian coffee picker, hence her hair being the vines, right? Zoya came from, I believe, a Lebanese word which means love and life, but also in Greek Zoya means life. So we're very attached to her, right? And we're very proud of what we've achieved with her. So the brand is expanding. We're a national company now, looking at international opportunities. So look, life is really good. So once the beans are boxed, they get placed in these bays over here, ready for next week's delivery. What we do really well is we use current crop, and we send out the coffee between 7 and 10 days, and we believe the sweet spot for our product is between 14 and 21. So from here, the orders get picked and they get delivered Australia-wide. We supply in excess of 300 cafés. And obviously we're a family business, so my 3 sons are also involved in this business in very different capacities. So we're planning for the next generation to take over. I believe 23 years ago, I met a young man by the name of Ali Aziz. He was probably about 21 years old, and it's a really funny story. Within 5 minutes, the only thing he could ask from me is a loan, right? And I said yes, and 22 years later, we run a successful part of our business in Fremantle, which he made the initial move. And now we manage after having a group of about 25 cafés together, called In a Rush, to create our own roastery along the way. It's been an amazing journey. I'm fortunate. I've travelled to Lebanon, I've travelled to Syria, and I've seen most of the world due to this business. So we're very fortunate. My true love affair in this business is our house blend called Evolve, which is over there. And then Evolve, Early Bird, Happy Days, El Presidente, Raglan Street, Daydreamer, Espresso. We have 3 different blends on every day. Evolve is our house blend, and the other 2 blends come and go depending on the day. So obviously we're in the festive season. This is actually a very special blend that I created, that possibly will make the list next year. So this is only limited for Christmas, and I'm very happy with the result.
impressed عن جد impressed. ما بعرف not expecting at all. جيت على محل قهوة شوي in industrial area أو شوي بعيد عن برونزويك، يعني بسقنا شي ثلث ساعة، and then ناس معبية مفولة مبسوطة all the way. قهوة، في جو قهوة، في ريحة قهوة، في أجواء كافيه كتير حلوة، الديسبلاي، الموظفين عم تضحك. I simply enjoy it. رح ارجع فوت على المكانات لجوا، الصوت، الريحة، بروفيشنال كمبيوترز عم تشتغل، بعد ما قعدنا حكينا مع شو بسميه كوفي ميكر، باريستا، I don't know، وندوق اكلاتهم لانه كمان عندهم منيو بيفتح الشهية.
Hi guys, my name is Thanos. I am the head roaster at Roasting Warehouse. So I've been doing this job. I've been working actually for the Roasting Warehouse since 2013. It was the time when I decided to move to Australia. Unfortunately, I had to leave everything behind in Greece. It was a pretty hard time back then. Just to find George and Ali here, like both the directors of Roasting Warehouse at the moment. So they took me in, they hugged me, they became my family, my friends. And together, like under them and with them, I developed to be the person that I am today. So they trusted me with running the cafes in the past, and then them moving onwards, they let me move with them. So I ended up being the head roaster of that beautiful company. So today, I'm in charge of all the roasting operations, from the green beans coming in, to put them in the silos, to to have the recipes, to roast and do all my daily roasts here, like pretty much 2 to 3 times daily with the help of these 2 beautiful machines. So that's my 120, the one that I trust and I use most. To be honest, in all the years I've been roasting coffee, I've never seen anything that consistent. Actually doing my job pretty much like can't be easier than that. People see me working, I only have to press my buttons, make sure I record everything, make sure I write down everything. So that gives us the best quality we can get.
بعدني واقف ومنبهر ساعة دق لي علي وقال لي عندنا روستنج كومباني، فكرت انه هيك مبلشين صغير مهضومه and then واو بيقدروا يكبروا، بيقدروا يوصلوا محلات كتير كبيره. والخلطات البلدان اللي بيجي منها القهوه ان كان كولومبيا، انديا، هندوراس، نيكاراغوا، برازيل، كل هول بينخلطوا بالمكانات الستيت اوف ذا ارت. مش بس هيك، يلي بيلفت النظر اكثر هو الكافيه. ما خلقوا كافيه او ريستورانت حيالله، خلقوا شيء بيحكي لغه القهوه. It feels coffee, it smells coffee. والعالم هون كلها هيك جايه تنبسط تشرب قهوه طيبه وتاكل اكل طيب.
So every bean we receive is always going to be fresh from 2022, most likely cropped in the past 2 to 3 months. Then slowly during the process, we're trying to achieve, depending the blend, the darkness. We have 8, 9, sometimes 10 with the seasonal ones, different blends. So every person is different. There are people out there, they really love the light with and more acidic blends with lots of citrus notes or fruit notes in there. Obviously, we need to make sure that these customers are happy and they keep coming to our places. And even out there in the market, we supply them with a light blend. We have some medium blends. That means that slowly, the coffee starts losing the acidity and the sugars and starts developing a bit more chocolatey notes. And then we get to the dark ones, which is, especially in Melbourne, it's a really big market, the dark blend market. So people here, it has to do with the weather, it has to do with the mentality. They like the coffee dark and strong. When what we realized, moving up to Queensland and starting supplying Queensland, we realized that, hang on, these people really prefer the light blend. So you'll see a really big difference. So the coffee will go through a few stages to get into that stage, which is slowly, it's when the coffee dries, which we call it, other people call it the end of dry process, we call it the yellow time. It's when the beans are going to start developing a fair bit of a yellowy. So it starts losing this color, the green one, and it turns more into a yellow.
ما عم بعرف اذا لازم احكي انجليزي او عربي لانه حاسس هيك اتس ان انجلش كلتشر استراليان محط 100%. الاونرز اثنيناتهم، واحد لبناني وواحد يوناني وعم بيعملوا شغل حلو. بتفوتوا اول شيء على القهوه، امبرست اول شيء القهوه، طلعوا وراي اللوجو مبين وراي، طلعوا قديش حلو هون. وبعدين بتفوتوا على قهوه باريستا عم بيشتغلوا، بار بالنص، ديسبلاي، ساندويتشز، براونيز، كوكيز، كيكس اللي بدكم اياه، اوبن كيتشن ومنيو. ما في صور، بتقعدوا فينا اطلب شيء، اوكي، بس ما حدا خبرني انه هالقد حلوين، ما حدا خبرني انه في حلوم مع طحينه، عم بتشوفوا قديش حلو، او سوفت شيل كراب بقلب كرواسون بريمير مع ايج يوك تحتها، او هون يلي بحب الفات واللحمه والعده كلها سوا بحس عبالي غط بقلبها. And then يمكن probably one of the best sellers, healthy latest trends avocado on a very thick sourdough. اوكي وين نبلش؟ ما ننسى القهوه. lately مركز على بيكولو او كورتادو almond milk دبل اسبريسو شويه almond milk and you've got it. هون let's start. صفار بام بيفقع حلوم لانه هن مليونين. شوية تشيبس، تشيلي صوص، طحيني. This is fine dining. This is gourmet fine dining food loaded with flavors, very rich, very balanced. كل شيء للترويقة بتغذي. شوية كورن، شوية بندورة، شوية حر. ليك مالك كريم هالطحينة كيف عاملينها مثل اللبنة. memorable. next هو شيء تقله نص كيلو خبز، افوكا مستوي، تشيلي هيك thinly sliced بندورة. So good. This is so good. It's simple, healthy, yet complicated. It's so good. الخبزة عظيمة. طراوة الخبزة، حياة الخبزة اللي بقلبها. عندما بيجي الافوكا مستوي بدوب مثل الزبدة، بتيجي البندورية بتعطيها شوية سويتنس، بيجي التشيلي بيعطيها قرصة حار، باتر كرواسون. بسمعوا صوتها؟ This is one of the greatest things I've had this week. هيدا الشيء من أطيب ما أكلته هيدي الجمعة. هيدا الشيء كرواسون سوبر باتر، فليكي فليكي فليكي. جوا عم نحكي عن هاي اند كواليتي كراب. كرانشي انجويبل، والبيض مويست مش ناشفين. One of the most magical experiences this week. واخر شيء هالشقفة العظمة. اوه طلعوا الفات، طلعوا الدهن. كثير كبيرة، صعبة رح تكون. هذا مش أكل، هذا حلم. حلم. Man, please comment. This is not food. This is a dream come true. This is one of the best things I've had this week. This is phenomenal. I'm not sure who developed all of this, but this is wow. I'm a big fan of croissant. This is the first ever croissant I've had in such an upscale, classy way. This, the loaded flavors, the sweetness, the balance, the spiciness, it just kicks in all the way. And then for the less adventurous, simplicity, yet complication. لازم اتحمس هالقد، لازم اتحمس هالقد. I love it. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Super big fan. I have to thank you. I have to tell you in English, because I spoke it in Arabic for 5 minutes, that this is one of the greatest things I've had this week. I've been in Australia for the last 21 days. Probably the tastiest, the best breakfast I've had. The complication, yet the simplicity of every single dish on that table. The flakiness, the crunchiness, the marriage and the blend of textures, nice flavors, balance. There is nothing that empowers on the other. Man, you are great, and I believe it's gonna start here and probably go way far. You know they say it in normal English, you know your shit around.
Thank you. Thanks.
All the best, and you deserve the best.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. Pleasure to meet you guys.
George, tell me a little bit. There are hundreds, thousands of different coffees, and lots of people just to go in the coffee, give me a coffee, give me an espresso. What do you see in a coffee? Why do you think your coffee is different?
Look, I'm a very simple coffee drinker, so there's nothing, I don't complicate it. The best part about coffee, it's subjective, yeah? You have two coffees from two different companies, and this is how we sell coffee. Try ours and try what you've got, okay? And if you like ours, just imagine your customer might like it. So I've got quite an unusual coffee habit. I'm here at 5:30 in the morning just to try my coffee. We could be a second out, and I know there's a slight difference. But what I look for in a coffee is again just something that's going to dazzle my palate. That's gonna please me. The first thing that's gonna please me, first thing in the morning, regardless, doesn't talk back to you, not like your children, not like your wife, is the first mouthful you receive. Our coffee is you're drawn to it, and then you're drawn to the second mouthful, and that's what I look at coffee at. And again, coffee is subjective. You might like it, you might not like it, but when it draws you to a second mouthful, is I think that's what we set out to achieve, more than anything else.
It's a different, it's a blend or a mix or a different balance between the acidity of an Italian espresso and the rich roasting smell of an Arabic coffee. Combined together. It's not too acid, it's not too hard the Arabic way, and then in between you just feel transported into an interesting and enjoyable experience. سامن بوكي لنكفي اجا الرزات بالنص مخبيين هون. البرزنتيشن كتير حلوة and then من هيك بنفرطها شوي. هون عنا وازابي مايو, very moist and juicy salmon. شوي من هاي, شوي من هاي, شوي من هاي, شوي من هاي. This is simply comfort food. Very just simple, بفوت على القلب. خضرة فيه, vitamins فيه, خفية, لذة, طعمات من الأرض, سفر, Asia, Pacific, Middle East, takes you around, بتسفركن. The chef is a mastermind. قصة كبيرة, شغلة كبيرة. كودكار, كتير انبسطت بالأكل, انبسطت بالقهوة, انبسطت بالمعلومات, انبسطت بالبراندينج, بالباكجينج, بالأونرز. عن جد كودكار رائعة. Great start of day.